This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it go. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And on third down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to...
Could be enough. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes shoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Simmons to throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jones to throw. Wilson has it over the middle. Open space at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
He'll try it again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Simmons. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Handoff for Ball. There's some room. Delivers the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Working that left side now. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to run with ball. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Right back to Hardy on first down. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great league game. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 11 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Yellow Jackets sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now on first down from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Simmons. Fears the pressure. Trying to get away. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's dragged down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third down, here's Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Jones to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's a give the ball. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Running right, it's ball. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. Ball again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Jones wants to throw it. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. On to attempt the try.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings. Caught, and he's got room. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get some.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's Simmons to throw. Rush is on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Simmons. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Missouri wants to go fast. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going.
There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Floating away. And they saved the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll move the tight end. Here's Hardy.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, Gators! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's a give to Hardy. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Simmons. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in